The Tilos software is used for planning of linear projects, roads, railways, pipelines, tunnels, bridges, overhead power cables, etc. Time location planning, also known as time chainage or mast charts. But Tilos comes with a full project management, resource, cost and progress capability. With traditional planning, you make a network diagram and say that there are two activities that follow each other, but there's no information about time or any distance component. And that's traditionally been converted into a Gantt chart or a bar chart where you see the items against a common timeline, and you can see here that activity B starts and finishes after activity A. But if we're looking at this as a linear project, we need to plot that on a grid where we've got distance in one dimension and time in the other. And with Tilos, we can switch those axes around. But if we then plot the same activities, we've got activity A, and there's a change of production there as it gets slower. And then when activity B is encountered, only on the time distance diagram can you see the fact that there's this clash where these two items are operating in the same place at the same time. And this is the situation that you can avoid and plan out by planning in a time location manner. In Tilos, there's a concept called view management where we can make a window made up of cells, much like in Excel, and each cell contains different information and can be of a different size. So we start our cell by creating a project cell which contains our information, and this is very much what a project looks like in a time distance manner with different shapes and objects and line colors. But then we include a second cell which includes a distance ruler, and we can create that ourselves and set whatever fonts we like. We can put a map or a number of maps of the project at any point. We can put a time ruler in another cell on the left hand side and say how many columns it should have, possibly a different one on the right hand side. If the project's got resources, we can map those resources in various graphs, and if there are costs, we can map those costs in various graphs so we can see the cash flow and resource usage. We can surround the view with a border, and we can expose any side of that. We can create or embed a title block. We can include logos and legends, and so that represents a view. That is what is printed. Whatever you see on screen is what will be printed when you print it out. And the way objects are connected together in Tilos, just like in any other project management system like P6 or Aster Power Project, it's made up of a number of tasks which you've got calendars, start and end dates, ID numbers, resources, etc. And a number of those tasks go to make up a project which can be seen in a view. But when we create a task in Tilos, we're basing it on a task template that we've already created, a prototype task. And those tasks can be preloaded with a line, style and color, as well as resources and a production rate. So that information allows us to be very rapid in project creation in Tilos.